Giancarlo Stanton is finally back in the outfield for the New York Yankees, and the timing could not be more crucial. With Aaron Judge still recovering from his elbow injury, Stanton has stepped in and immediately reminded everyone why he is considered one of the most dangerous bats in Major League Baseball. This isn't just about filling a position. It's about a player who thrives on contributing, on being at the center of the action, and on showing that he still has the ability to change the course of a game in an instant. Stanton himself has admitted that being back on the field is refreshing after missing so much time due to injuries. He recognizes that when he's sidelined, he contributes nothing to the team, and now that he's back, every swing, every catch, every play carries significance not just for the stat sheet, but for the morale and momentum of the team. The energy he brings is palpable, and it's the kind of presence that shifts the dynamic of a locker room, giving both veterans and younger players a sense that they have a true superstar carrying part of the load when the team needs it most. From the moment Stanton arrived in New York, he made it abundantly clear that his primary focus is winning. Personal accolades, media attention, and off-field distractions are secondary to him. He wants to be on the field, contributing in every way possible, and chasing the ultimate prize, a World Series title. That mindset has guided his career, and it's evident every time he steps up to the plate or patrols the outfield. He understands the weight of playing in New York, in a city where the spotlight is relentless, and yet he has consistently handled it with professionalism and poise. Even when asked offhand questions about life outside baseball, Stanton's response has always circled back to one thing: winning with the Yankees. That single-minded determination is part of what makes him so valuable to the team. He is a player who doesn't just show up for the sake of numbers. He shows up to make an impact, to elevate those around him, and to assert himself as one of the defining forces in the league. The current season has been a testament to Stanton's resilience and skill. After returning from an injury that sidelined him at the start, he has hit the ground running, producing numbers that are nothing short of spectacular. Over 148 at-bats, he has accumulated more than 40 hits, a dozen home runs, and a batting average hovering around 300, accompanied by an OPS exceeding 900. For a player who has faced the ups and downs of injuries and the high expectations that come with wearing pinstripes in New York, these numbers reflect not just talent, but the mental fortitude required to maintain focus and deliver consistently under pressure. Stanton himself has joked about still being the MVP caliber player he was years ago, and the truth is, watching him on the field makes it clear that the fire is very much still there. His approach at the plate is methodical yet explosive, combining patience with raw power, and he is capable of turning the tide of the game with a single swing. What makes Stanton's return to the outfield particularly important is how it allows him to engage with the game more fully. Hitting, while critical, is only one aspect of his contribution. Being out in the field keeps him active, involved, and sharp in ways that simply standing at the designated hitter spot cannot replicate. There's a rhythm to playing the entire game, to anticipating plays, tracking fly balls, and making split-second decisions, and Stanton has shown that he thrives in this environment. His presence in the outfield also creates strategic advantages for the Yankees. While he may not be the fastest runner, his positioning, experience, and awareness allow him to handle his responsibilities effectively, giving the team confidence that he can hold his own defensively while continuing to be a dominant offensive force. When you combine Stanton's bat with his renewed activity in the outfield, the result is a player who is contributing in every facet of the game, elevating the team during a period when other stars, like Aaron Judge, are dealing with injuries. Judge's absence from the outfield has created a vacuum that Stanton has filled with authority. While Judge continues to recover and ease back into full play, Stanton has taken on the role of both contributor and leader. His teammates recognize his influence. Judge himself has praised Stanton's leadership and consistency, highlighting the respect that has been earned through years of high-level performance. Manager Aaron Boone has also noted Stanton's impact, particularly in terms of his offensive approach, noting that he is controlling the strike zone and approaching each at-bat with a clear plan. Stanton's hitting has been so exceptional that even when his defensive contributions are viewed critically, they cannot diminish the overall value he brings to the team. Over the past 10 games alone, Stanton has hit over 400 in batting average, driven in more than 10 runs, scored multiple times, and cleared the fences repeatedly, reminding everyone why he remains a formidable force in the lineup. Stanton's current performance is not only a boon for the Yankees' offense, but also a stabilizing factor in the midst of challenges that have arisen this season. Cody Bellinger and Trent Giesam have contributed defensively in the outfield, maintaining solid coverage, but it is Stanton's bat and consistent presence that have injected momentum into the lineup. The Yankees, who have faced ups and downs throughout the season, are beginning to feel the effects of having a true superstar actively engaged, pushing the team forward. Stanton has not just filled a temporary void. He has set a standard for performance, a benchmark for energy and professionalism that inspires those around him. The balance he brings between offense and defense, coupled with his leadership and mental toughness, creates a dynamic that is difficult to match. Even as Aaron Judge works his way back into full action, the synergy between him and Stanton is pivotal. Judge has experienced a period of adjustment since returning from his elbow injury, with his batting numbers initially reflecting the time off. Despite a slow start, he is regaining comfort and rhythm at the plate, and the prospect of both he and Stanton performing at peak level simultaneously is exhilarating for the Yankees' prospects this season. The strategy becomes multifaceted. Stanton can rotate between outfield and designated hitter, allowing for rest days, matchups, and lineup flexibility, while Judge gradually returns to his natural position. This adaptability strengthens the team's depth and ensures that the Yankees remain competitive across all scenarios. Having players like Stanton and Judge in tandem reinforces the idea that this team is built not only on individual talent, but also on the ability to adjust and thrive despite setbacks. Stanton's role as a team leader extends beyond statistics. His approach to preparation, his focus on contributing in every possible way, and his resilience in overcoming injuries demonstrate the qualities of a true professional. Younger players can look at Stanton and see what it means to combine talent with discipline and commitment to the team. He models an approach where individual accolades are secondary to team success, a mindset that aligns perfectly with the culture of winning that the Yankees have historically cultivated. As Aaron Judge continues his road back from an elbow injury, the Yankees are carefully navigating the balance between patience and performance. Judge, one of the most prolific sluggers in Major League Baseball, has always been defined not only by his home run power, but by his ability to impact games in multiple ways. His return, however, is not as simple as stepping back into the lineup and resuming his usual dominance. After time away from full-speed play, Judge's mechanics, timing, and confidence at the plate require a period of recalibration. The Yankees coaching staff has been meticulously monitoring every swing, every at-bat, ensuring that Judge's progression does not outpace his body's readiness. There's an understanding within the organization that rushing his return could be catastrophic, risking further injury or lingering effects that could compromise the remainder of the season. Judge himself has expressed gratitude for the cautious approach, noting that while he is eager to contribute, he understands that long-term success is far more important than short-term impact. In the meantime, the team has leaned heavily on Giancarlo Stanton to maintain offensive pressure and provide stability in the lineup. Stanton's contributions have been remarkable, keeping opposing pitchers cautious and forcing strategic adjustments. This tandem dynamic between Judge and Stanton is essential because it allows the Yankees to preserve offensive momentum even when their marquee players are not fully available. Stanton has embraced the responsibility, recognizing that his role extends beyond statistics. It's about setting the tone for the team, showing resilience, and demonstrating that high-level performance is possible even under challenging circumstances. The synergy between Stanton and Judge, once Judge is fully back, has the potential to create one of the most fearsome duos in the league. When both players are at peak condition, opposing pitchers are left with very few safe zones in the strike zone, and defenses are constantly under pressure, adjusting positions and anticipating potential long balls or clutch hits. Judge's gradual return has also highlighted the importance of situational hitting and in-game strategy. He is not yet relying solely on power. Instead, he is focusing on making consistent contact, driving in runners, and reading pitchers with precision. This strategic approach underscores a broader truth about baseball at the elite level. It's not just about raw talent, but about timing, preparation, and the ability to adapt in real time. Judge's plate discipline, ability to work counts, and understanding of pitcher tendencies are as crucial as his swing mechanics. The Yankees, recognizing this, are crafting matchups that maximize his effectiveness while minimizing the risk of injury. Every at-bat is carefully evaluated, and the coaching staff emphasizes quality over quantity, ensuring that Judge's presence benefits the team immediately and sustainably. Meanwhile, the Yankees' roster depth has been tested, revealing both strengths and vulnerabilities. Players like Giancarlo Stanton, who have stepped up in key moments, demonstrate the value of experience and consistency. At the same time, younger players are gaining exposure to high-pressure situations, accelerating their development. The season has offered a unique learning environment where the interplay between veteran leadership and emerging talent is on full display. Rookie and minor league call-ups have seen increased responsibility, often entering games with the pressure of maintaining a competitive edge. Stanton and Judge provide examples of composure and professionalism, showing younger teammates how to handle the intense scrutiny and expectations that come with playing in New York. This mentorship, though subtle, is vital for sustaining a winning culture and ensuring the team can weather periods of injury or fatigue. Off the field, the Yankees' approach to injury management and player wellness has been highly strategic. The organization has invested in cutting-edge medical evaluations, recovery protocols, and conditioning programs tailored to each athlete. Aaron Judge's rehabilitation is a case study in precision, combining physical therapy, biomechanics analysis, and monitored gameplay to optimize his return. Nutrition, rest schedules, and even psychological support are integrated into the process, acknowledging that recovery is multifaceted. The attention to detail reflects the franchise's commitment to both immediate competitiveness and long-term player health. Judge, aware of the stakes, has fully embraced this approach, demonstrating the discipline that has made him one of the most reliable and feared hitters in the game. The Yankees' recent games offer a window into how the team adapts under pressure. With Stanton contributing consistently in Judge's absence, the offense remains potent, but there are noticeable adjustments in strategy. Lineup construction becomes more flexible, with pinch hitters and strategic substitutions used to exploit pitcher weaknesses. Manager Aaron Boone has emphasized situational awareness, deploying players based on matchups, ballpark factors, and game context. For example, left-handed pitchers are met with right-handed hitters who can exploit favorable splits, while defensive alignments are adjusted based on opponent tendencies. This level of strategic sophistication highlights why the Yankees, even amid injuries, remain formidable opponents. The integration of data analytics, scouting insights, and real-time observation ensures that each decision is calculated and informed, reinforcing the franchise's reputation for precision and competitiveness. The interplay between Judge's recovery and Stanton's ongoing performance also underscores the importance of timing in baseball. Momentum is a delicate factor. A key hit, a defensive play, or a clutch home run can shift a team's confidence and dictate outcomes in ways that statistics alone cannot capture. Stanton has been instrumental in maintaining this momentum, often producing in high-leverage situations that could have derailed lesser teams. His ability to stay focused, absorb pressure, and execute consistently ensures that the Yankees remain competitive regardless of temporary absences or challenges. Judge, by carefully integrating back into the lineup, preserve his long-term effectiveness while gradually restoring the team's full offensive arsenal. The result is a balance between immediate production and sustainable success, an equilibrium that is critical in a league where the margin for error is often razor-thin. As the season progresses, the Yankees' strategy will continue to evolve. Injuries, matchups, and player form all influence lineup decisions, and the organization's adaptability remains a key strength. Players like Stanton and Judge are central to this adaptability, offering both explosive potential and steady reliability. Their presence allows the Yankees to maintain flexibility, rotate roles, and optimize performance against a wide range of opponents. Even subtle adjustments, such as timing rest days or altering swing approaches, can have a significant impact over a long season. This meticulous attention to detail, combined with the talent and leadership of elite players, creates a formula for sustained competitiveness. The baseball world has been buzzing with whispers that could shake the very foundation of the American League, as sources close to the scene suggest that Julio Rodriguez, the electrifying young superstar from Seattle, may be on the verge of donning the iconic pinstripes of the New York Yankees. While no official statement has been released by either organization, the sheer possibility of such a blockbuster move has ignited intense speculation among fans, analysts, and even rival front offices. Rodriguez, known for his rare blend of power, speed, and charisma, has been one of the most marketable faces in baseball since his debut, and the idea of him patrolling center field in Yankee Stadium has the baseball community in a state of collective anticipation. Insiders describe private meetings and unusually active communications between high-ranking executives of the Mariners and Yankees, fueling theories that a deal, whether via a shocking trade or a behind-the-scenes free agency maneuver, could be far closer than the public realizes. For a franchise always seeking both competitive dominance and commercial magnetism, adding a player of Rodriguez caliber would represent not just a strategic upgrade, but a cultural statement that the Yankees intend to reassert themselves as the undisputed powerhouse of the league. The speculation has only intensified as several cryptic social media posts from both Rodriguez and certain Yankees players have been dissected by eager fans searching for hidden meanings. A photograph of Rodriguez in New York last week, smiling alongside a well-known Yankees hitting coach, sparked a frenzy on sports forums and talk shows, with some claiming it was nothing more than a coincidence, while others insisted it was a deliberate hint of what's to come. Even veteran commentators, typically cautious about indulging in rumor, have noted that the timing of this photo aligns suspiciously well with recent reports of Mariners front office members expressing openness to creative roster restructuring. The Yankees, long known for making decisive moves in pursuit of championship glory, have the financial resources and the cultural cachet to make such a deal irresistible to any star. If this scenario materializes, the impact could reverberate not only through team performance, but also through league-wide dynamics, forcing rivals to rethink their off-season strategies. In a game where momentum and narrative matter almost as much as raw numbers, the simple notion of Rodriguez trading the Pacific Northwest for the Bronx already feels like the kind of move that could define the next decade of baseball. While skeptics argue that the Mariners, who have built much of their brand identity around Rodriguez, would be foolish to part with their franchise cornerstone, history has shown that no player is truly untouchable when the right mix of talent, prospects, and cash is on the table. Sources claim that the Yankees could be prepared to offer a combination of elite young arms from their farm system, a proven everyday infielder, and potentially even absorb a significant contract burden to sweeten the pot. For the Mariners, such a haul could accelerate their ongoing efforts to balance immediate competitiveness with long-term sustainability. On the other hand, moving a player as young and marketable as Rodriguez carries enormous risks, both competitively and in terms of fan sentiment. Mariners loyalists have already begun organizing online petitions and social media campaigns urging the front office to lock him in for life, underscoring the emotional weight of the decision. Yet the whispers persist, and in the complex chessboard of Major League Baseball roster management, sometimes the moves that appear unthinkable at first glance are the ones that end up reshaping the sport in ways no one fully anticipates until the dust settles. Adding to the intrigue, former Yankees legends have chimed in with coy remarks that seem to fan the flames of speculation rather than extinguish them. One Hall of Fame outfielder, when asked about the possibility, remarked that some players are just made for the big stage, and New York has a way of attracting them when the moment is right. Such comments, paired with reports of Yankees scouts being spotted at multiple Mariners games in recent weeks, give the impression that this rumor is more than idle chatter. League insiders have noted that the Yankees' current outfield situation, while solid, lacks the kind of game-breaking star who can change the course of a playoff series with a single swing or a daring steal. Rodriguez, with his highlight reel defense and explosive bat speed, fits that description perfectly. Furthermore, his youthful energy could inject a spark into a clubhouse that has occasionally been criticized for feeling too corporate and methodical. Whether by design or sheer coincidence, the confluence of these developments paints a picture of two franchises whose paths seem destined to intersect in a way that could alter the competitive balance of the American League for years to come. In the end, whether Julio Rodriguez truly ends up wearing Yankees pinstripes or this all remains a tantalizing offseason fantasy, the fact that such a scenario has captured so much attention speaks volumes about the magnetic pull of both the player and the franchise. For the Yankees, the mere act of being linked to a talent of Rodriguez's magnitude reinforces their brand as perennial hunters of baseball's brightest stars. For the Mariners, the speculation serves as both a reminder of their enviable asset and a challenge to prove they can build a contender around him. Fans across the country will continue to refresh their feeds, listen for any leaks, and analyze every sidelong glance between Rodriguez and Yankees personnel, hoping for clues. In a sport often accused of moving too slowly in the age of instant gratification, rumors like this inject a shot of adrenaline into the narrative, turning winter meetings into must-watch drama. Until the day an official announcement is made or definitively denied, Julio Rodriguez to the Yankees will remain the kind of whispered possibility that keeps baseball lovers awake at night, wondering if they are about to witness the beginning of a new and unforgettable chapter in the game's storied history. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the New York Yankees, please subscribe to our channel and give us a like. We always appreciate your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.